Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Woodbine Mohawk Park. Here this morning we will have 6 qualifying races. Starting gate beginning to move into position for our first of 6 qualifiers here on this Tuesday morning at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Only note here in the first qualifier, Sylvain Filion drives number 2. This is Irma. Your field of pacers from the inside out. Number 1, Betters Burn, Anthony Hahn for trainer Meg Crone. 2, this is Irma, Sylvain Filion for trainer Jean Tourney. 3, Macarita, Michael Whalen for trainer Walter Whalen. 4, Franchoic, Louis Waugh for trainer Nick Gallucci. 5, JMR Mock Mel, Nick Boyd for trainer Harold Wilson. 6 is Toriel, James Barton's the trainer driver. 7 is Joe King, Chris Christoforou for trainer Tim Myers. And number 8 is Sagebrush Sid, Jonathan Drury for trainer Carmen Osiello. It's a field of 8 4-year-olds and up on the pace. They are picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing, coming through. That is Macarita towards the inside. Driving from the outside is Toriel. Then in between horses, that is Franchoic. On the far outside, getting into the mix is Sagebrush Sid, but the quickest away ends up being Joe King. So it's Joe King to the top for Christoforou. Joe King is on top. Driving into that first turn, and Joe King, the 4-year-old gelding, will show the way. Racing in second is Macarita. Settling into third is Sagebrush Sid, followed fourth by Franchoic. Then racing fifth is Toriel. Sixth, as they straighten out into the backstretch, is Better's Burn, followed seventh by JMR Mockmel. And the last one is This Is Irma. 28-1 for the opening quarter, and the Pacers are swinging up the backstretch now. 3/8 of the mile complete, and up top this is Joe King. Joe King, the leader, 3 for 8 this season after going 6 for 20 during his 3-year-old campaign. He leads comfortably by a length and a half after a 28-1 opener. He's on top over Macarita in second. The half is hitting 57-2. That's 29-1 in the second quarter. Joe King into the far turn. Macarita in second. Racing third is Sagebrush Sid, followed in fourth by Franchoic. Fifth is Toriel. Then sixth, as they go into the far turn, is Better's Burn. Seventh is JMR Mockmel, and then it's a break of about 4 or 5 lengths back to the trailer. This is Irma. Out from third now, here's Sagebrush Sid. Up looking to get closer to the leader. A length and a half. Make that almost 2 lengths away as Joe King maybe ramps it up a notch at 3/4 in 1:26.1. So turning for home, it's Joe King with the lead. Sagebrush Sid on the outside trying to get closer. Macarita's got room up the inside if she's got the pace. Then in fourth is Franchoic, back fifth to Toriel. As they come into the final 1/8 of the mile, Joe King drifts out a little bit. Sagebrush Sid is in behind. He's into second. Inside, that's Macarita. Third and fourth is Franchoic. Deep stretch to the edge of the tote board. It's Joe King to win. Sagebrush Sid was second. Macarita was third. Then it was Franchoic fourth, followed fifth by Toriel, JMR Mockmel, Better's Burn, and This Is Irma, 154 flat for Joe King. Qualifier number 1 goes to number 7, Joe King, a 4-year-old gelding, owned by Phil Price Jr., trained by Tim Myers, and driven to victory here this morning by Chris Christoforou. Joe King had been racing out west at Fraser Downs before coming here to Ontario for his first start back on June 7th. Qualifies here this morning in 154 flat. And that mile of 154 establishes a new career best for the 4-year-old gelding, Joe King. Starting gate beginning to roll for our second qualifier. 3-year-old trotters are lining up. Bob McClure drives the 4 Magic Wanda. And it's James McDonald on 6, Really Blue Chip. From the inside out, Midnight Mystic, Robert Shepard for Isabel Darvaux. Miss Wylia, Rick Ziron, trainer driver. Spirit of Deo, Anthony McDonald for Jason McGinnis. Magic Wanda, Bob McClure for Jerry Duford. Brittany's a Flirt, Chris Christoforou for Susie Kerwood. And Really Blue Chip, James McDonald for Jason McGinnis. Gate picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. Coming through in the center, that is Spirit of Deo with some early trot. Then moving out, that is Brittany's a Flirt and Magic Wanda towards the inside. Miss Willia will cross in front of Midnight Mystic. And on the outside, Really Blue Chip. Group of 6 heads into the first turn. And Spirit of Deo, the daughter of Trixton, is the leader. As they enter that first bend, Spirit of Deo trotting strong to the opening quarter. She's on top by a pair. The opening panel, 28 and 2. Into second is Brittany's a Flirt, racing in third. Miss Wheeler then racing in fourth. That is Magic Wanda, followed then about a 5-length gap back to Midnight Mystic and Really Blue Chip. Up the backstretch they go. 3/8 is complete. Spirit of Deo, who was 2 for 8 in her rookie campaign. This 3-year-old filly leads by 2 lengths. 28-2 is the opening quarter. Second is Brittany's a Flirt. Miss Wylia is racing in third. Then in fourth, Magic Wanda. Back to the final 2, Midnight Mystic and Really Blue Chip. The half, 58 and 2. 30 seconds even in the second quarter. The lead is growing here now for Spirit of Deo. It's out to about 5-6, make that almost 7 lengths. Brittany's a Flirt trying to pick it up in second. So out from third now. Miss Wylia gets underway. Then back in fourth is Magic Wanda. Movement at the back as Really Blue Chip is going to leapfrog around Midnight Mystic. So they are gapped out coming to 3/4 as it's all Spirit of Deo at 3/4 in 1:26 and 1. That was a 27 and 4 third quarter. Spirit of Deo into the lane. And Spirit of Deo is going to close this one out. Doesn't look like she'll get touched here. She's still on top by about 8, almost 10 lengths. Miss Wylie is in second. Brittany's a Flirt in third. And then back and forth is Magic Wanda, 16th to go here. And Spirit of Deo closes out this qualifier off 3/4 of 1:26 and 1. She's going to trot a mile here this morning in 1:54 and 4. Finishing in second, Miss Wylie. Then in third was Brittany's a Flirt, followed by Magic Wanda, and then it'll be Really Blue Chip and Midnight Mystic. 1:54 and 4 for Spirit of Deo. Qualifier number 2 goes to number 3, Spirit of Deo, a 3-year-old filly by Trixton, out of the Yankee Glide mare Kaylee Dream, owned by the stable Spirit of Deo, trained by Jason McGinnis and driven to victory by Anthony McDonald. This was the 4th qualifier of the season for Spirit of Deo. She had 2 qualifiers back in April down at Southern Oaks Training Center in Florida. Then she qualified earlier this month at Wingate Farm in Pennsylvania. And now back here in Ontario for the stable, and she wins in 1:54 and 4, a new career best. She was 2 for 8 as a rookie with a mark of 1:56 and 3. She competed in the Peaceful Way eliminations, also was second in the Pure Ivory Series final. Spirit of Deo takes qualifier number 2, 1:54 and 4. Up next is our third qualifier of the morning. It'll be 3-year-old Pacers. One driver note, number 6, Hunter Hill. Make the driver Anthony Hahn. Anthony Hahn will drive the 6, Hunter Hill. Starting gate beginning to move into position, so let's meet the field. Number 1, The Devil You Know. Son of Daly, qualifying for the first time here today, is trained by Isabel Darvaux. Robert Shepard in the sulky. 2 is Vintageous, a son of Vintage Master. John Powell trains, Phil Houdon drives. 3 is Shelton Sealster, a son of He's Watching, trained by Bill Budd. Jody Jameson is in the sulky. 4 is Hawaiian Gaudreau, a son of Moonbeam, trained by Charles Gaudreau and driven by Louis-Philippe Roy. 5 is Social Thought, a gelded son of Vintage Master, trained by Nick Gallucci with Bob McClure. And 6 is Hunter Hill, a gelded son of Some Beach Somewhere, trained by Bill Cass. Anthony Hahn is in the sulky. Group of 6 is lined up. 3-year-old Pacers picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Vintageous is ready to roll towards the inside. Unhurried in the center, that is Shelton Sealster looking to his outside as Social Thought and Hunter Hill drive forward. It'll be Hunter Hill the quickest away at the inside, Vintageous, but McClure's going to go on with Social Thought as well. Shelton Sealster gets away in 4th. Hawaiian Gaudreau is 5th, and 6th is The Devil You Know. They're going around the first turn. Up top, this is Hunter Hill. Still on the outside is Social Thought. Just to his inside is Vintageous. Opening panel 28 and 3. Swinging into the backstretch, and Hunter Hill shows the way. Here on the outside, Social Thought is going to get things straightened out, and he drives up towards the front, but yet to go around Hunter Hill. In 3rd is Vintageous. 4th is Shelton Sealster. 5th is Hawaiian Gaudreau. The Devil You Know is last. And as they head up towards the half, side by side is Hunter Hill and Social Thought. Although Hunter Hill looks off the rail, maybe a couple of pass. The half was hitting 58 and 2. They go into the far turn. And interesting affair going up near the lead. Hunter Hill and Social Thought. Shelton Sealster. He moves now for Jameson. He's on the outside, advancing into 3rd. Inside 4th is Vintageous. 3 lengths going back to Hawaiian Gaudreau, and 5th is The Devil You Know. Heading towards 3/4. Hunter Hill is the leader, and now still having some issues out into the center of the track is Social Thought. 127 and 2 for 3/4 are into the stretch. It's Hunter Hill on top, and here's Shelton Sealster on the outside. He's worked his way up towards the leader. They're on even terms. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Shelton Sealster now takes the lead. Hunter Hill back in 2nd. Looking to come on is the first timer, The Devil You Know, into 3rd. Now with some more pace is Social Thought, but as they come to a deep stretch, it'll be Shelton Sealster to win. Shelton Sealster is going to take it, possibly with some broken equipment. He takes it by a length and a half. Social Thought was 2nd. The Devil You Know was 3rd. Then it appeared to be Hunter Hill over Hawaiian Gaudreau and Vintageous, 155 and 4. Qualifier number 3 goes to number 3, Shelton Sealster, a 3-year-old colt by He's Watching out of a Better's Delight mare, Shadow of Mind, owned by Maneri Racing, Kenneth Ewan, Bruce Norris, and Michael Guerrero, trained by Bill Budd, Jody Jameson in the sulky. Shelton Sealster made just 2 starts as a rookie and was shut down in mid-July. Had a qualifying victory last June in 155 with a final quarter of 26 and 4. First time in a qualifier for Shelton Sealster, and first time here to Mohawk Park in a charted appearance in nearly a year. He wins in 155 and 4. Fourth qualifier, we'll see a field of 5 3-year-old trotters go to the gate. All 5 now on the track and have made their way to the backstretch, so they'll head in and line up in just a moment. The field, number 1, Intense Justice, a 3-year-old filly. Chris Christoforou for trainer Danny Fontaine. 2, Titan Du Hurrah, a 3-year-old gelding. Denny Guriel is the trainer-driver. 3, Master Craftsman is a 3-year-old colt, trained by Desiree Jones with Anthony Hahn in the sulky. 4, Kanagami Coco is a 3-year-old gelding trained by Danny Fontaine. Louis Philippe Waugh drives. And 5, The Irish Guy is a 3-year-old colt trained by Brett Karachi. The driver is Phil Houdon. Starting gate now in motion, a field of 5 sophomore trotters taking their spots behind the gate. Once again, Intense Justice, Chris Christoforou, and Titan Du Hurrah, Denny Guriel, Master Craftsman, Anthony Hahn, Kanagami Coco, Louis Philippe Waugh, and the Irish Guy, Phil Houdon. Field of 5 assembled. Approaching the top of the stretch for qualifier 4. 4 of 6 here on this Tuesday at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Off stride at the inside. That is Intense Justice. The rest of them are off and trotting. Kanagami Coco was raring to go, and he'll storm out to the early lead. Titan Du Hurrah gets away in second. Third is Master Craftsman. Off stride went the Irish Guy. Towards the first turn, and it's Kanagami Coco on a lead of about 5-6 lengths for Louis Philippe Waugh. And this 3-year-old gelding is going to take him to the opening quarter. Titan Du Hurrah is second. Third is Master Craftsman. And then resetting, Intense Justice will look to catch up. And now getting back on the trot is the Irish Guy last. 29 seconds for the opening quarter into the backstretch. Kanagami Coco is the leader. Kanagami Coco, a 3-year-old gelded son of Wheelin' and Dealin', was 3 for 9 in his rookie campaign. He hit the board in 7 of those 9 starts. Meanwhile, back in second, Titan Du Hurrah. He's a gelded son of VL Titan for trainer-driver Denny Guriel. Second qualifier for this 3-year-old. Intense Justice is underway now from third. He's advancing. The half was a minute even. So there's Intense Justice on the outside. And this 3-year-old filly is marching up towards the lead. A winner of over $100,000 in her rookie campaign. Intense Justice, the daughter of Justice Hall, is now right onto the leader's back. And Titan Du Hurrah in third. Master Craftsman, the son of Glide Master, coming to the outside fourth. And then it is well back to the debuting the Irish Guy. 3-quarter time, 1:28 and 3, 28 and 3 third quarter. They're into the stretch. Kanagami Coco, the leader. Intense Justice. She made a break at the beginning. She reset, and now she's looking to cap off this qualifier on a positive. And here she is on the outside. She's still a length away. It's Kanagami Coco with the lead. Intense Justice on the outside trying to get closer, but Kanagami Coco will close it out. Intense Justice finishes in second, beat about a length and a quarter. Third is going to go to Titan Du Hurrah, followed by Master Craftsman, and the Irish Guy will be fifth. 156 and 4 for Kanagami Coco. Fourth qualifier goes to the 4 Kanagami Coco, a 3-year-old gelded son of Wheelin' and Dealin', trained by Danny Fontaine for owners Jean-Francois Reed and Marie-Claude Reed. Louis Philippe Waugh was in the sulky. This 3-year-old gelding won 3 of 9 last season, 7 top 3 finishes. And it stops the clock here this morning in 156 and 4 for a new career best. Up next is the 5th qualifier. Scratch number 5, Wiggle Delight. Phil Houdon will drive 7, Chappie's Boy. Here is the field. Number 1 is Keep Looking. 3-year-old filly, trained by Isabelle Darvaux. Robert Shepard drives. 2 is YS Big Girl. Jacques Dupont trains this 3-year-old filly. Sylvain Filion is in the sulky. 3 is Twin Bee Dream Girl, a 3-year-old filly trained by Maddie Henry and driven by Travis Henry. 4, Shiraz Sealster is a 3-year-old filly trained by Nick Galucci with Bob McClure. 5 is Out. 6 is Eye of the Shadow, a 3-year-old colt trained by Carmen Osceola, Jonathan Drury at the controls. And 7 is Chappie's Boy, a 3-year-old colt trained by Paul Chapman. Phil Houdon will do the driving. Starting gate beginning to move into position. It'll be a field of 6 for the 5th. Starting gate approaching the top of the stretch, a field of 6. These are 3-year-old pacers. Off stride is number 2, YS Big Girl. Other 5 on gate, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. From the outside, that is Chappie's Boy going forward. Twin Bee Dream Girl over to the pylons. In the middle, that is Shiraz Sealster. Then getting away in 4th is Eye of the Shadow. 5th is Keep Looking, and YS Big Girl. That is the trailer after making the break before the start. They're driving into the first turn, and from the outside, Chappie's Boy claims the top spot, and Chappie's Boy will take him to the opening quarter, leading by about 1.5 lengths. Right up on the helmet in 2nd is Twin Bee Dream Girl. Then in 3rd, that is Shiraz Sealster, 28-2 for the opening quarter. Eye of the Shadow is in 4th, a break of 6 lengths going back to Keep Looking 5th. And last is YS Big Girl as they're moving up the backstretch. And on the lead, at least coming around there, taking the lead was Twin Bee Dream Girl in the 2nd quarter, but that lead was short-lived. Shiraz Sealster now on top. So YS Big Girl, who made the break before the start, was pulled up. So the group of 5 was past the half in 57-1. The leader is Shiraz Sealster. In 2nd is Twin Bee Dream Girl. Racing in 3rd, that is Chappie's Boy. Following that one closely in 4th is Eye of the Shadow. And then off stride now in 5th went Keep Looking. So as they approach 3 quarters, off the pylons from 3rd comes Chappie's Boy looking to reclaim the lead. 1:26.2 the 3-quarter time. Battle will be on in the stretch drive. Shiraz Sealster hugging the pylons, brings them into the lane. Here on the outside, Chappie's Boy now takes the lead. Swinging out, Twin Bee Dream Girl on the outside, Eye of the Shadow. Chappie's Boy, though, is on top by 2.5 lengths with less than 1/8 of a mile to go. Shiraz Sealster trying to hold on to 2nd. Eye of the Shadow on the outside. And Twin Bee Dream Girl in 4th, but it'll be Chappie's Boy who fired off the wings of the gate and then is first to the line. Finishing 2nd, Eye of the Shadow. 3rd went to Shiraz Sealster. 4th was Twin Bee Dream Girl. Then it'll be Keep Looking, and YS Big Girl pulled up. Time of the mile, 1:55 and 1 for Chappie's Boy. Qualifier number 5 goes to number 7, Chappie's Boy, a 3-year-old colt by Sports Writer, owned, bred, and trained by Paul Chapman. The driver this morning was Phil Houdon. Time of the mile, 1:55 and 1. That is a new career best. Actually knocks 5 seconds off of Chappie's Boy's mark from a year ago. Chappie's Boy had 2 starts this season here in 2020. Most recently, back in March, before racing was halted, he had finished 2nd. Qualifies here this morning in 1:55 and 1. Starting gate beginning to roll for our final qualifier of the morning. Take out the 1 Raising Royalty. Robert Shepard on 2, Cheeses Murphy. Starting gate swings into the stretch. Field of 5 picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. Q Hall is going to fire out to the top. There's Q Hall storming forward to the early lead. Getting away in second is Final Claim. Then in fourth is Pikachu Hanover. Fifth is Can Tab This. And the final one is Cheeses Murphy. Heading towards the first turn, and this field of 5 gets situated along the pylons, and they're following Q Hall as the veteran. The 8-year-old leads them into the first turn. Q Hall taking them to the opening quarter. While racing in second is Final Claim. Third is Pikachu Hanover, followed fourth by Can Tab This. And the final one is Cheeses Murphy. 29-1 the opening split. Up into the backstretch they go. It is Q Hall on top. Keeping it together in second is Final Claim. Third, that's Pikachu Hanover. The final 2, Can Tab This and Cheeses Murphy. So Q Hall, who raced 21 times last year in his 7-year-old campaign, he's a 22-time winner with over $500,000 banked in his career. The 8-year-old and James McDonald show the way. While in second is Final Claim, Pikachu Hanover. Third, then fourth Can Tab This, and the final one is Cheeses Murphy, 59-3 for the half. They're trotting into the far turn. It is still Q Hall the leader. It's been a loose lead pretty much since the word go. In second is Final Claim as that 4-year-old looks to pick it up with 5/8 now complete. In third is Pikachu Hanover. Then it's a break of 3 lengths back to Can Tab This, and Cheeses Murphy is 5th to 3/4. And it's still all Q Hall, and he races by 3/4 in 1:28.3. So turning for home, and Q Hall will try to sprint on home. He'll try to close this one out. His most recent qualifier was a 1:56 and 4 mile. That was back on March 19th. Here he is this morning on June 23rd. And he's got less than 1/8 of a mile to go, but he's got some company. Final Claim on the outside is going to make a late bid, and Final Claim is going to make it interesting. Q Hall and Final Claim to the line. It'll be Q Hall maybe held on. He and Final Claim in a photo finish. Third went to Pikachu Hanover. Then it was Can Tab This and Cheeses Murphy. Final qualifier of the morning. The time will be 1:56. At the inside, it was Q Hall. On the outside, it was Final Claim. Final qualifier of the morning went to number 5, Q Hall, over number 4, Final Claim. Or I should say number 3, Final Claim. Q Hall takes it by a nose in 1:56. That concludes this morning's qualifying action here at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Don't forget, live racing continues here tonight. First race post time for a 10-race card is 7 p.m.